Good morning, everybody. How are you this morning? Sorry, I thought I had it the right way around, and then I had to flip the camera because you were seeing my ceiling. How is everybody this morning? I know you're probably just waking up, or hello to Europe if you are and have been here for a while, or have been awake for a while. I am just pulling myself up here so that I can see the live. It says I'm live. I'm just going to click on that and see where we're at. Oh, there we are. Look how messy my table is getting. That's from yesterday's and this week's virtual art retreat, I think. I'm going to be working on Leslie today, and I'm going to pull up the flowers from today. Let's see who has added flowers in today's image bank in the Padlet. Hi Meryl, good morning. Hey Louisa, how are you? All right, we have, how are you both? Are you painting flowers today? It's the 23rd today. Ooh, they're beautiful. We're painting aloe vera flowers. Lovely. Oh, I think they'd be perfect behind. And I have to also finish Leslie's portrait. So that's what I'm going to be doing today. And you guys can tell me what you are doing. Good morning, C. How are you? Hi, Tash. How are you? If more and more people come on, I have also mentioned that I will do a Q&A. So if you have any questions about Mexico, because that's being launched today, so if you need any questions answered, please do just ask. I'm excited. I'm not sure if anyone will sign up. It's always that, like, imposter syndrome of, oh, well, I booked this retreat that I need to sell now, and hopefully some people will want to come to Mexico with me. If not, I'll be going on my own, which is fine as well. No, they won't run it. If I don't have 8 people, they won't run the retreat. So I need 8 people at least to sign up, and hopefully a few more. I'm excited though. I'm teaming up with a company so that we get some art materials. I'm going to make some little art packs, travel packs with art supplies in for everybody, which will be really cool to have. And yeah, this way, just a few things like markers, paintbrush, maybe a sketchbook that I like, or a concertina that I've made, something like that. We'll do a project together. So Julie's like, of course it will sell. We'll see, we'll see. Okay, let's have a look. Let's spray some paint so that I can get some washes on this portrait. Julie, talking about portraits, your portraits have been fabulous, and I'm so proud that you have completed almost 100 days. That must feel really great. Okay, I'm just going to get some base colors on here, because I don't know why I thought maybe this was one of the days that I didn't get to actually stay the whole hour, or maybe it was one of our Mondays or Fridays where I get distracted. But I do like this picture, so I want to finish it. I like the other one too, of Leslie walking on the path. That was nice too. Julie says, thank you. I'm glad I stuck to the exercise. And if you guys have any questions about a trip like that, please do ask away. Even if you don't think that you will come on the trip, it'll be nice for others to listen to the replay and maybe hear some questions. So if you have any questions, please do ask. Okay, I gotta get some more water on this. And tell me also what you're working on. So many questions. I have so many questions for you guys. Oops, went over that one a little bit. Somebody asked yesterday, Julie says, and oil paint portraits. Yes, you started on those too, which is really cool. Julie says, for your retreat, are you staying in the same place you went to this year? No, we are not staying in the same place we went to this year. That would raise the price quite drastically. But it is, and also because we need I need a hotel, and that was just a Airbnb. So I'm going with a travel group called Trova Trip, and they organize trips all around the world. It actually doesn't have to be like I've made it into an art retreat, but they encourage people to host trips. So you don't actually, it doesn't actually have to be an art trip. There's so much to do other than what we're going to be doing. But we do have at least 2 afternoons and 1 full day to explore on our own. And then the other days are going to be filled with cooking classes and trips to the Zapotec archaeological sites as well. And there's a trip to a textile place to see a workshop. They talk about pigments and colors and textiles of that region. And then there is a candle beeswax workshop as well, or demonstration. And yeah, there's a city tour and an art. We're going to be doing an art tour as well around the city. I'm going to be doing that. And there's so much. And then, so the place that we're staying in actually has ways that we can transfer into the city and out of the city for the excursions, which is good. It's a hotel, but it's in a really quiet area. Actually, it's about a 20-minute walk into the city, and it's beautiful. It's up on the hill. There's a pool and gardens, and it seems really tranquil, if that's the one we get. So hopefully we'll get that one. But there's some beautiful places around there. And yeah, so I think it was just easier to have like a place where breakfast was provided, and they do have a restaurant. So if you wanted to stay there in the afternoon and not go out into the city, you could just stay there and have dinner there, looking over the whole city. Julie says, are you doing all the promoting, or is it the company you are teaming up with helping you on that? I am pretty much doing all of the promoting, other than if you have sent them, if you did the survey, you may get an email today. So that's one thing. They will send out an email, and so I'm pretty much doing that. And all of these like retreats, they don't, that would be like them employing you, but they don't really. So no, it's really on me to get the people to come, which it is a little terrifying, because I'm not sure if that many people will want to come. But I know how beautiful, like, if you know how I came back and was so energized, like, I know Oaxaca is an amazing place, and I would love to take people back there. And the reason why I'm going with this company is that they had such a great package with so many things to do, that organizing that is a lot. So they do all the organizing of all the trips, etc. They put a package together, and I okay it. And that's, I think, the great thing about it, is that I don't have to think about that. And they have also guides for each of the excursions, who obviously speak Spanish, because they're from there. And even though I speak Spanish, it's nice to have, or they speak Spanish English, so they can translate, and they can give the tour in English, so that we all understand what is happening. Because a lot of the tours in Oaxaca, there's a lot of tourism, but it's a lot of tourism from Mexico. So they do have English speaking tours, but probably not as many. So that's quite nice. Hi, good morning, Maria. This is all included. Yes, all the excursions are included. Breakfast for 5 days is included. I think there's 3 lunches, 2 dinners included. So, which is nice, because if we do a walking tour, or if I take you guys on a tour in the evening, then I'll find a place for us all to eat. And we can stop at coffee shops. The coffee is really good, by the way, over there. I know that Lou was asking if the coffee was good, because she's always worried if the coffee is good. But the coffee is really good over in Mexico. So yeah, no problem there. And yeah, it's just, I mean, there's like a textile museum that we could go to. There's other art galleries that we can go to. Oaxaca is huge on printmaking as well. Like, they have like a lot of print making studios. So I was gonna think of trying, I was gonna see if I could hook up with a print studio to see how that process is done as well. And then I'm gonna take you on a mural tour, an art mural tour of Oaxaca. And I'm planning on making a little map, a walking map, so you have that to take back with you. Good morning, Leslie. Julie says, you're going to have a grand time. You could come, Julie. Good morning, good morning. Leslie, look who I'm drawing. Oh, I have to get, I'm going to, let's put some color on Leslie's shirt. And then I have way too much water on my palette. But I'm going to I'm going to put a pattern on your shirt. Then I'm going to do the background, and then I'll do your pup in the foreground. So yeah, if you have any questions about the Oaxaca art retreat that I am hosting, please do ask. Today is launch day, so it will be launching at 12:30 Eastern time, and there is a little bit of a discount for the first 8 people, which is an early bird price. Yeah. And if you think so, yeah, we won't get all the meals with the trip, but honestly, it's extremely reasonable to eat over in Oaxaca. So, you know, that won't be a huge expense. And I find, I don't know, for me, like if I have like a big lunch, I really only just need a little bit at dinner. We can also go to the markets and pick up things as well. So Leslie, haha, with brown hair. Yeah, you know what? I don't think it really matters. Like when you're doing a portrait of yourself throughout the ages, if you want to do one when you were like 5, I think it's actually quite nice to not do one right of you at this point in time. I am using gouache. I'm just using Holbein gouache today, Meryl. Julie says, aha, I'll have 3 students to pay tuition for by then, so I doubt I can finance that. And with changing jobs, I can't commit to anything for a while. I wish I could, though. Yeah, and it is, okay, somebody was, I think I was saying that somebody asked if it is heavy on the walking side. It is quite a walking, but it doesn't have to be like, you know, a hike. So for example, one of the tours is to Montalban, is one of the Zapotec sites, and it says a 3-hour tour. So it's not going to be like a massive hike. They'll do the like the tour of the top area, and I think then we can go down a little bit into the site. And I think they just mean that you're going to be there for, you know, 2.5, 3 hours. So you may be walking between 1 and 2 miles. The place that we're staying at, it is a little bit out of town. You don't have to walk into town, but it's such a lovely walk. I don't think a 20-minute walk is like, it's not going to be a hike. And then when you're in the city, you're looking at everything constantly that you don't feel like you're walking. And then, you know, you can always get a taxi back up to the place if you're tired or you don't want to walk back up. All right, I'm just trying to get all the white gone, and then I am going to focus on the flower so that I get the flower in. Christina from Berlin, Tübingen, Berlin, who is now in Spain, she sent these images, and they are of aloe flowers. They're beautiful. And this one as well. I love them close up, so I'm going to do some of these on the picture of Leslie. And Oaxaca is definitely, like, if you're a vegetarian, it is absolutely fine. When we went in February, we had some people who were vegan, and that is not a problem either. They're very accommodating. All the food is super, super fresh. So you don't have to worry about not eating for that week. There's an abundance of fruit and vegetables, and it's fantastic. Okay, I think I need more. Let me try and move this opera pink over here. Okay, I'm going to put the stalks in first, I think, so that I know where they are, the main flowers. Leslie, aren't you going on one very, very soon? You're going on another one, aren't you? I think, Leslie, that you would absolutely love it. I know that you like walking, and I know that you love culture, and you don't have to be like, it's for all stages in your art exploration, in your art journey. You don't even have to come, like, you can come with your spouse, and I think there would be enough to do for them as well, because this is really going to be a sketchbook. Let's fill a sketchbook for the week. We'll talk about colors. We'll do some studies. We'll be sketching throughout the day as well, whenever we're stopping, if we're on an excursion. Bring our things with us, and then there'll also be time to draw together or wherever we are. But you are gonna love, 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 love Oaxaca. And everyone's so friendly as well, which I don't know what I was expecting, but I don't know. Okay, these need to definitely be more on the red side. And actually, Leslie's hair is the perfect color for the ends of these aloe flowers. Ah, yes, Leslie says, in October for Tennessee for 3 days. Where in Tennessee is it? Are you close to any of our Tennessee ladies? She says, when you packed your art supplies, was there anything you would do differently this time? Yeah, I would probably just take one good size sketchbook, but not too many. Like, it doesn't need to be a really big sketchbook. And then one quite thin but a smaller one, so that you could just do some sketching. I am going to be playing around with what's the best medium to use. I took my gouache and I just took my primary colors, which actually was really perfect, and then I took some neo colors as well. I thought it would be too hot for neo colors, but it actually wasn't. That time of year is perfect because it does get warm in the day, but it stays cool at night. So, you know, you're not surrounded by the heat the whole time, which is really nice. Like in the mornings, it was quite chilly. Like you need a little jacket. It was like 13 degrees or something, and then it went up to 30 degrees. So it did get a lot warmer. Art supplies. No, I think you could go really, really minimum, but yeah, like I said, I'm teaming up with this company. I can't mention who it is yet, but basically I'm going to be bringing some of their products as well, which will be things like markers and a couple of brushes to do some, and if they're water soluble markers, we can also use things like this, which is really good to do just washes on your page. We'll try and get together to prep some pages as well, and we'll get together on Zooms beforehand as well and get ready for the trip. So don't worry, there will be a lot of like organizing prior to as well. So no, I don't think there's anything different. I think I took one too many sketchbooks and I didn't fill that one. So I don't think I need as many sketchbooks as I had with me. You want something that can either sit on your lap or go on the table, like if you're waiting for your dinner or your meal, or if you're having coffee, that it's not too large. And then you want space on your phone so you can take lots of pictures or bring a camera with you. Did I have internet connection? Yes. And lots of places around the city too. So, you know, if you don't have roaming, which I didn't, a lot of the times I didn't have data on my phone. So if we would stop for a coffee or for lunch, those places would all have Wi-Fi. So it was fine. When you were out, like if you were going on a tour or something, you may not have it, but okay, I need some lighter color. Let's add some white to the pink. Leslie says Chattanooga. Oh my goodness, Chattanooga. So you're right where Jen is. Jen's in Chattanooga. All right, I'm going to get a pattern on your shirt and change my brush. Were special diets accommodated? Yes, special diets were definitely accommodated. So I won't say who, but some, like one lady on our Oaxaca travel that we went on in February, she was vegan. Another one was gluten intolerant and lactose intolerant, which is, so if you're vegan, that basically rules the lactose out anyway. So there were tons of options, and because a lot of the tortillas are corn, so they work a lot with corn, so unless you have a corn allergy, but even you don't have to have the corn based products. So yes, definitely extremely accommodating for any allergies that you have. My yellow is not reactivating like I would like it. And I need some more of that opera. So funny. Is Piper coming with me? Oh no, no, Piper is not coming with me. You're so funny. Yes, chat with Jen. Okay, so I think I'm gonna have to, I just want to put some shadows on these here, almost like the ones that are above here are casting shadows on these down here, just because I can see it happening on the photo, and I thought, oh, that's, I like that. So this isn't the best brush. This, I'm using a watercolor brush. I shouldn't have used it. I need to do, somebody said they do that. They separate their brushes. They have watercolor. Who was that? Was it Melissa? By the way, it's Thursday today again. So I'm not going to be able to do anything tonight because we're going down to visit my eldest daughter. Her birthday's next week, but she is busy next week. You know, as you get older, you have your own plans. So we're going down for a birthday dinner tonight, and why was I saying that? Oh, because I can't do any of the, can't do the visual arts passage again. I can't do, yeah, I don't know why I book everything on Thursdays, but it's not a good idea. I don't know what I was thinking. Anyway, we're going down to see her, so that's lovely. And taking her and her boyfriend out for dinner. You separate brushes. Well, see, I should have taken your suggestion then. I don't know. I'm sure you have told us before, haven't you? I've not found ideal brushes, however. Okay, well, I'm going to be trying these brushes that I'm going to be taking for the retreat, so if I like them, I will tell you about them. Yeah, so I think it's definitely a trip. Like, if you know of anyone who loves traveling, they don't have to be artists. They could come with you. If you have a friend who's like, let's go somewhere, I want to go somewhere, and you're like, I've got the best place to go, let's go together. So that's also an idea, is to bring someone with you. Okay, there definitely needs to be a little bit more of a darker tone. I'm working a lot on the flowers and not much on Leslie's face. And I have 25 minutes still. Julie says, just joking about Piper, but that would be a positive sales factor, I'm sure. Yes, it would, but I don't think she can travel down there. I can't take her to England with me. I mean, she would be traumatized on the plane. She would not. Well, one, she wouldn't be able to come into the cabin because she's not a chill dog. You know, she'd probably end up barking the whole time or something. And two, like, to go in the cargo area, oh my gosh, no, she couldn't do that. And I think there are still quarantines in England. So I think, you know, I don't think you can take dogs in just freely. I think they have to go into quarantine for, it used to be 6 weeks, but maybe it's not as long anymore. And you don't see them, like they're in, I think you can go visit them, but what if you don't live near to the place that they're quarantined? Yeah, that wouldn't work. Does anybody travel with their dogs here? Interesting to see who travels with their dogs. Okay, I'm going to, I wanted to put a pattern on, but I want to have a look also. This is too dark. I want to have a look at Leslie and the way the shirt is. So let's go out of here and go into artists and animals. Oh no, Leslie says, I just dumped a whole cup of coffee on my lap. Oh my goodness. Are you okay? Was it super hot? Julie says, I know we checked for our cat when I was a student in the UK. Oh, yikes, Leslie. Yeah, about you had to quarantine them. Okay, actually, I think I'm going to go to the previous picture of Leslie because this is where I got the doggy picture from. And I did change it a little bit. He's got his mouth closed, only because I wanted to put a pattern on here and I didn't know if I was going to use pinks, and well, we'll see what happens. Let's get some color on the dog. Yeah, are you okay, Leslie? Julie says, had to leave her for a whole year. Saddest thing ever. My in-laws who didn't want animals didn't want to give her back to us afterwards. Oh no. That is quite funny. Like, not funny that they didn't want to give her back, but funny because they didn't even want animals. I think that's always the way. I think people warm towards just the way an animal makes them feel. Like, you know, they're not a nuisance. And well, I'm not saying that Piper's a nuisance, but she is a lot of work. But they you know, they give back so much and they keep you company. I think I did his ears a little bit too big. Okay, I have a lot of dry. I'm trying to use what I've got here paint wise before I start squeezing out more. I've got so many palettes from the artist in April, which I've just not finished, so not finished the paint on them, so I'm trying to be better at that. Okay, I'm just gonna get a light. Do you have both of your dogs still, Leslie? Like, are these recent dogs? I'll let all this dry, and then I probably will have to take my paint out and do some more opaque washes over the top. C says, I was gifted a limited set, but now want a lot more colors. What is this for? C? Julie says, what's the brand, C? Hi, Carolyn. I had stepped away when Chattanooga was mentioned. Is it a retreat? I live near there. Leslie, can you talk to Carolyn about the retreat that you're going on? I think it's a painting retreat. Leslie says, yikes. Yes, just had to run and change. And she said, Sharpie, Julie. Oh, a Sharpie. Ah, do you know what they are? See, are they the Echoline? See, Leslie says, no, these are two. Oh, these two are in Nova Scotia. And Leslie says, my son's dogs, Moose and Juno. Oh, and Leslie, can you tell Carolyn what your retreat is going to be that you're going on in Chattanooga? She says she lives near there. Okay, I'm zooming in. Okay, I can look at your shirt as well. But I think I want some grays and blues on your shirt, so I have some here. I need to take a different brush though. This one's too big. Okay. C says Sharpie water-based acrylic. Sharpie water-based acrylic. Oh. You'll have to take a picture and show us in our group chat. Creative Marquee. Is that the brand? Oh. Leslie says it's an art school. A friend asked me to go. Portraits. Yikes. Leslie, you'll be fine. It'll be great. It'll be fantastic. Well, you'll do a couple more portrait classes with me. I'm going to be doing another portrait class in July. We'll do some workshops, and that'll get you right up to being ready to go for your retreat. And I'm sure they realize that, or the art school, I'm sure they understand that people are going to be there of all different levels. And you're good at portraits, Leslie. Okay. That's okay. See, don't worry about typos. I do them all the time. As Louisa knows, Louisa is so good and make sure that I don't, that I correct my typos. Thank you, Louisa. Actually, I think Julie has also corrected my typos in the past, or mentioned that I have typos. I'm just, you know, English wasn't my forte. So, hey. And I don't think it really helped that I didn't speak much English for 7 years either. So I'm trying to make it look like the pattern kind of goes around on her shirt. I think I may have to do another little area here and make sure that things like the stalks are also in there. Can I also put a little bit more of a lighter color on this before I do the final touches to Leslie's hair? I feel like I need to have a little bit more. I know that this isn't what is on the flower, but I just want a few little more touches here. So I could never be one of those like scientific illustrators, because I would be like, oh, I'm just going to change it a little bit here. That's okay, right? Okay. Actually, let's go back to Leslie. Now I think I might have to take out the paints, because she cannot be this yellow. C says, sure. Can you decipher our errors and typos so well? Oh, you can decipher our errors and typos so well. You mean I don't really comment on them? Or I just read them as they should be read? Or what you wanted to write? You know what? I think we can blame it on our phones anyway, because my phone, it actually does typos on purpose. Like, I have nothing to do with some of my typos on my phone. So I put the blame on my phone and not on me sometimes. So if you do that, then I think you'll feel so much better. You don't have to blame yourself. So I do have yellow up there, but it's gotten a little bit messy, so I'm going to take a little bit more. Let's take a little bit of this canola yellow. So yeah, so you could just take, really, you could take 3 colors, like if you're doing a retreat with me. You could take 3 colors and then a white. And I think that would be enough. A few pencil crayons, a couple of markers. Yeah, we would do Zooms together prior to and look at colors, because I've been there, so I know what colors there are. It's almost like a pre-prep to your art supplies to bring them. You don't have to bring the same ones. Like if you love fuchsia pink, or you know, fluorescent yellow, then bring that color, because that's part of your makeup and what you love. Oh, C says you read them and interpret. Yeah, that could be a language thing, but yeah, I guess, I think we all do that though, right? You just need to be a little bit flexible. Just gonna put, I really don't like having the white of the paper on here, so I'm just going over Leslie's lips. Should have probably cleaned my water as well. Any other questions about the retreat? I feel like I've had to like push this one a little bit more. I don't know why, but I felt like I think because there is a team behind them. With the Italy one, it was pretty much up to me, you know. And fortunately you guys wanted to come, so it felt like an easier, like, even though I haven't, maybe because I didn't have a launch day for Italy, it was just like, sign up if you want to sign up, sign up. Whereas this is really, their company is really big on promoting the launch day and how excited it is they are about launch day, and which I am too. I think it's quite fun to have this hype before a launch sale. I guess they know it works, right? Marketing teams, that's how marketing teams, they work, and they know it works. So why steer away from something that they know works? Anyway, and I want it to work, so I'm trying to do what they ask of me, and if it works, it works. That's great. Is anybody going away other than Leslie? Going away this summer? Do you have plans? See, did you open up your cottage already? Is it already open? I can see this photo has been taken with a flash. Leslie, like, it's very not too many. You know how I love shadows and contrast. thought I turned notifications off. I guess I didn't. Patreons, did you all see there is a sketch and draw with Rosalie at 4:30 p.m. Eastern on Saturday? If you can't make it, it will be recorded. And also I will be putting a Patreon email out talking about I am going to be doing a sketch, almost like a sketch and draw. I think Sam Dion Baker says she calls it drawing with, I can't remember what she calls it. Anyway, so I'm doing one with her. Patrons, you are invited, and I will put the Luma link in a post today. So sign up to that so you get notifications. That's next Tuesday at 4 p.m. I think. Maybe either 4 or 4:30. Oh, C says it's ready almost and she can't wait. That is her getaway for the summer. Should be lovely. Leslie, maybe Caroline could reach out to you, or you could put the link in the chat of that art school so that she can have a look at it if she wants to do something like that. If they still have openings, maybe they don't have openings anymore. And if you're here, we are here for another couple of minutes if you have any other questions. Louisa says, I just registered, but might be past my bedtime. Oh, for Saturday? Yeah, I know it's late. I wanted to, like, we do a lot of the early mornings, which Australia can make, and she could have done that and then been here in the evening, but it was either that or the late one where I know that it's late for Europe, but it means that Australia can make it and the West Coast can make it as well. So I know that that's it's kind of a good time for everybody. I know it's late for you guys over there, but sometimes we have to adjust to make sure that everybody is getting a chance to join and meet. So does anybody know if Dylan Sarah is having a drawn together today? There is art hang party later, and the theme is, what did I see the theme was? And then there is the visual arts passage as well. I'm not sure who or what they are drawing later. I think these also took a long time because, you know, you're doing a dog portrait and you're doing a human portrait. So I think that's why they ended up taking a little bit longer than normal. Okay, I'm going to put the color in your eye in a minute. I'm just graying out the white of your eye. And I think your eyes blue, Leslie. I think they are blue. No drawn together for now. Okay, thank you, Louisa. Oh, thank you, Julie, sorry. Leslie says, oh, it is starting to look like me. Yeah, that's what we want. We want it to look like Leslie. This is a great brush, but it's not the greatest brush for gouache because it's not firm enough. Like when you're doing details like this, like you need it to be a little firmer so that, and it just means like the tip of the brush needs to be more compressed bristles. Not bristles, like they need to be soft and synthetic, but a lot denser. I'd like to sit down and design some brushes with a brush company. Like the movement of, I know I'm probably using it too dry, but oh, it is time. How did that happen? That was super, super fast. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you for all your questions. Wish me good luck today. Put it out to the gods that I need to, or I would like to sell those spots quickly so I don't have to bug everyone with more advertising. I think that's what the key is to get it sold. That's my goal anyway, to get it sold quickly so that I can focus on all the other things I want to focus on. All right, Leslie, I'm going to have to finish you later. But I'm happy with how it is going. Let's just quickly, I'm just going to quickly make. You can see that it's flash also because the bright light is right there in her eyes. I'm going to have to darken your hair as well. Oh, there's so much that I have to do to this. It's slowly coming though. It's slowly there. Slowly. Okay. Have a really good day, everybody. I will see you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow's Friday. So don't forget, Art Hang Party at 7 p.m. Visual Arts Passage at 7 p.m. Yeah. Oh, Sam Dion Baker. I will send a post today on Patreon with a link. I'm doing a live session with her next week, and we're going to be painting upside down, you know, classic, our morning which we haven't done upside down for a long time. But we will be doing a beautiful scene together with figures and color, and yeah, it'll be lovely. All right, take care, everybody. Bye.